Oh, we're streaming. Oh, we're back. We're back, baby. We back. We back. Welcome to another stream. Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first stream of 2024. Is everyone gassed? I'm gassed. My radio is not on. It's so hot in this room. I tell you. Jesus. Anyway, yeah. Hello, Meds Don't Mind. How are we doing? It's going to be a great stream today. We're doing something a bit different. So, obviously, we usually do tier lists. We're doing a Spider-Man quiz, right? That's what we're doing today. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm just trying to pull the chat up on my phone. I'll be good to go. Let's get on that. Let's mute that so you guys can't hear it. Yeah, I'm just going to share the stream real quick. Hopefully, you guys can do the same if that's all right. You know, we maybe get a lot of people in here. We'll do this quiz together. It's going to be quite fun. It's going to be quite fun. But yeah, how is everyone today? How is everyone 2024 going? Is everyone's New Year's resolutions going well? Did you have a New Year's resolution? What's up, Cham? How we doing? Has everyone had a New Year resolution? Ultimate Spider-Man tomorrow? It is, says Acrobatic Joe. It is Ultimate Spider-Man tomorrow. Did anyone have a New Year's resolution? And if you did, let me know in the chat. I'd love to know. I'd love to know. I'm just sharing the stream around, and then we will get going. Just posting on the channels, on all three. And then I'll post on Instagram. And then we'll get going, shall we? We'll get going. You shared it. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. So, yeah, we're going to do a Spider-Man quiz today, which is going to be pretty fun. Hopefully, you guys can get involved as well. Hopefully, this is a very easy quiz. I mean, hard quiz, because if it's easy, it's not going to be very fun. If it turns out to be too easy, what we're going to do is I'm going to get you guys to suggest some quizzes that we could do, or suggest some things that we could go through, and I think it'd be pretty fun. So yeah, you guys can definitely get involved today. It's going to be a great quiz. Hey, Lewis, says DMF Boss. Hello, how are you? Are you okay? Hope you're good. So yeah, I'm not very tech savvy. Most of you guys, if you've been on the streams before, will know. I'm not very good at tech. So this, you know, I'm just trying to share the stream about. But I'm not very good at that, so I'm just going to live now. There we go. We'll put that. I'll put that on Instagram. There we go. It's on Instagram. Hello. How is everyone doing? Okay. Oh, I was meant to put the chat up. Right. I'm putting the chat. There we go. Oh, mute it. There we go. The chat is up. Also, you guys can't see this, which is really annoying, but I don't know if you guys have noticed. I have a sign now that says LewisFilms. How cool is that? That's amazing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Didn't know you could do that. That's incredible. But anyway, yeah. I didn't even know you could do that. That was amazing. Romantic Avocado says, "Don't, unfortunately can't watch this one." Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. Well, hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. We are live every single Tuesday. The reason we chose Tuesdays is because it's actually the day that I am the most free out of every day. So hopefully we can get the most consistent streams on Tuesday. Let me know if that's too bright. I think you can see me. I think that's all right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. See you later, man. Okay, well, with that being said, I mean, we might as well just get straight into it, right? There's no reason not to. So this quiz is by Stan on BuzzFeed, and it's only a true Spider-Man fan that will get a perfect score in this quiz. Spider Librarian did a live stream of his first viewing of Jurassic Park, and it was awesome. Oh, that's cool. He hasn't seen Jurassic Park? That's mental. I thought Spider Librarian would be the type of person who would have seen Jurassic Park. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is starting out pretty easy then. In Spider-Man 2, Peter Parker works for which pizza store? What's the answer? What is the answer? So you guys will know in the chat. Let's see if you guys know. So Peter Parker works for which pizza store in Spider-Man 2? I think I know the answer. Oh, I do know the answer. Joe? Yeah. Joe's Pizza. It has to be Joe's Pizza. Oh, it's right. Okay. Joe's Pizza. In Spider-Man 2, what is the perfume brand that Mary Jane Watson is advertising? Now, this is quite interesting because this is a very, very niche question. Is it Mary Jasmine, Scarlet Scandal, Medina Mist, or Emma Rose? I'm pretty sure it's Emma Rose, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Emma Rose? I think it is. It's a very niche question, though. I think it is. I'll see what you guys say in the chat. If you confirm my suspicions, Emma Rose. Yeah, I think it's Emma Rose. It is Emma Rose. Oh, the mental map. Emma Rose. Yeah, everyone's saying Emma Rose. In Spider-Man, oh, more Spider-Man 2 questions. There's a lot of Spider-Man 2 questions in here. In Spider-Man 2, what is the name of the Oscar Wilde play in which Mary Jane is acting? I have no idea. So you guys are gonna have to answer this one, because I have no clue. Lewis, I had an idea for what if Gwen would be in the Ultimate Spider-Man 2024 run. It's in the Discord server. You can read it. Oh, thank you very much. I'll take a read of that. But what is the answer to this one? Because I have no idea. We've got to get 100%, guys, okay? If we don't get 100%, we're fake Spider-Man fans, okay? We're fake Spider-Man fans if we don't get 100%. So, someone in the chat better know this. Please, I beg you. Someone in the chat better know this. I have an inkling. I have an inkling it's a woman of no importance. Has to be the third option, says Cham. The importance of being earnest. Duchess of Padua. The importance of being earnest would actually kind of make sense. It would make sense. Because I guess you could say maybe the importance of being earnest maybe ties into Peter being late all the time. Like the name kind of, I don't know. Hello, Spartan. How we doing? Well, everyone's saying importance of being earnest, so we're going to go with that. Oh, it's right! No way. That's crazy. You guys are so smart. It's also the story of a man who's living two lives just like Spider-Man. Okay, so it makes sense. So it does tie into the story. Is this just trivia about movies? I assume so. I thought it was going to be about everything Angel of Death. I thought it was going to be about the comics as well, but it seems like it's just about the movies. Maybe we get more comic questions as the quiz goes on, but we don't know. In Spider-Man, the board members of Oscorp were going to sell Oscorp to which company? It is Quest Aerospace. I do know that. Hey, Super Warrior, how we doing? I think it is Quest Aerospace. I don't know. Does anyone disagree? I think it's Quest. Quest says Yugi. Quest. Yeah. Everyone's saying Quest. Let's go Quest. Yep, Quest Aerospace made a tender offer we can't ignore. Yeah, that's the one. Damn, we're good at this. How much money was Peter supposed to win for defeating Bonesaw in the cage match? He was paid substantially less. Well, he was paid 100, wasn't he? Because he didn't do it in the time. Or he did it under the time, should I say. Very scammy thing to do. I played Spider-Man 2 on PS5, and while I enjoyed it, I think the first game is just so good. Yeah, I agree. Everyone's saying 3,000. I'd agree. They had said 3,000. Correct. He was only paid 100. We're smashing this. Yeah, everyone agrees 3,000. Which of these food items was not a part of the famous scene where MJ slips on a spilled drink and her food gets thrown in the air, but Peter catches all of them? This is a very, very good question. What is the answer? I think milk was there. Apple was definitely there because apple was the last thing that fell onto the tray. Jello? Was Jello there? Everyone's saying banana. What? Speed Boy says Jello. I reckon it was everyone saying banana. I think it's banana. We'll go banana. That's right. Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is. So the apple's there. There's the milk. That's the Jello. Okay. In Spider-Man 3, what is the name of Flint Marco's daughter for whose treatment he needs the money for? Well, I think we all know the answer to this. Is it Jenny, Penny, Minnie, or Annie? I think we all know it's Penny. Does everyone agree? Wait, I thought that was Salad, said Speed Boy. You know what, to be fair, he does look like Salad, doesn't it, from afar? Yeah, I think we all know this. It's Penny. Of course. In Spider-Man 3, what is the name of the restaurant where Peter was going to propose to Mary Jane? All right, well, this is hard. I have no clue. You guys are going to have to answer this one. Penny, which I had a dog named. Oh, that's cute. So, obviously, it was a French restaurant, right? So, Seabreeze, possibly out of the equation. Claire de Lune, I might have butchered that. Not good at French. Does sound French. Amour Noir sounds very French. Constellation, possibly. It did have stars in it. Hey, Stealth, how are we doing? Is this comics or movies? It seems like it's movies, but I thought it'd be kind of everything, TV shows included, but it looks like it's just movies at the moment. We'll do a comic one after this if this goes well. Claire de Lune says TGS. It's France. Yeah, it was a French restaurant, right? Beats me. I didn't like the film that much. Speed Boy, fair enough. Are these questions to the Raimi verse or the two? I think there's all the movies. I assume if it was just the movies, it's all the movies. But we've gone through the Raimi trilogy now, so I assume the Amazing Spider-Man movies will be next. I am French, says Meso Mind. Restaurant Constellation. No one knows. I don't know. It had stars in it, so I want to say Constellation, but these two are French. So that Claire de Lune is something move, I believe. Ah. Now, see, this makes it harder because the whole theme of the restaurant was like constellations and sky and my aunt-in-law is French, says Super Warrior. You go with the lucky guess. We have to get this right, guys. We have to get this right. We have to get 100% on this. And Amour Noir is something Black Knight. Yeah, so Amour Noir is something black. Noir is black in French, I'm pretty sure. So Claire de Lune, I couldn't tell you. Stealth suggested that it's something to do with the moon. Oh, loon, like Luna? That makes sense. Probably Claire de Lune. Okay, we're going to go with Claire de Lune. No, it was Constellations. My gut said Constellation. No, we got it wrong. Ah, oh well. We've got one wrong. Restaurant Constellation. Oh, okay, Wet Boy got it right. Yeah, sorry, F. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that was. My gut said Constellation as well, but I went with the French option because I thought the restaurant was French. You got to go with the French option, right? Sorry, we mostly looked up the question. We mostly looked up the questions. Don't cheat, guys. Don't cheat. I can't stop you, but if you want to cheat, then. But yeah, what's the name of Flint Marco's accomplice who fell to his death in Spider-Man? Well, this one's obvious, isn't it? It's Dennis Carradine. Does anyone disagree? Guys, F in the chat. Come on now. I don't even need these. Dennis. That's the one. Dennis Carradine. That's the one. Everyone. What a name is Dennis, though. I'm sorry if your name's Dennis, but it's such a funny name, right? If you're a serial killer and your name's Dennis, sorry. That's funny. In Spider-Man Far From Home, what is the name of the hotel where Peter and his schoolmates stay in Venice? Well, Marco Polo is the airport. Marco Polo is the airport, so it's not that. Oh, so we're on the MCU movies now. Maybe Dennis is a menace, Super Warrior. SI says, isn't your middle name Dennis Lewis? Probably. What kind of name is Dennis? I might joke to you. I want to say DeMatteis, just in case of the right to homage thing. Remember 7 Webheads? I do remember 7 Webheads. Oh my god, that's a throwback. 7 Webheads was one of the inspirations for me to do Spider-Man videos back in the day. DeMatteis. Yeah, DeMatteis, obviously, yeah, right, a homage. Possibly. I've never heard of any of these Venice hotels, though. Marco Polo's the airport, so it's not that. We'll go with DeMatteis. Yeah. Okay, Stealth Stealth. Stealth had it bang on there. This guy's the next generation. I'm not as good at... Seven Webheads was a different breed. Someone coughs on set. Seven Webheads was there. Someone coughed on a Spider-Man set. He was like, yep, Venom confirmed. Does anyone remember that video? The Venom swinging video? I don't actually remember this one. Hotel de Mateus, yeah. Spider-Man 3 to Far From Home. That's weird. Yeah, it is a bit weird. Connor's on his way to help you, says Ray. Yeah, well, I hope he is. He better come in soon. Connor's been here? Oh, hey, Connor. In Spider-Man Far From Home, what is the name of the movie that Peter watches on his flight to Italy? Heart of Iron, isn't it? He's watching the Tony Stark documentary or whatever it's called. Does anyone disagree? Waking Up in Wakanda. That sounds like a reality TV show. That sounds cool. Heart of Iron. Yeah, it is Heart of Iron. That was cool. I love that. The book that MJ is reading is a novel by Somerset Maugham. I'm so sorry. That tells the story of an orphan boy named Philip who is sent to live with his aunt and uncle. A story that parallels Spider-Man's own story. What is the name of the book? I also want to point out that Philip is also MJ's father's name. We don't know that in the MCU, but in the comics it is, and in the Raimiverse. I don't know. Does any of Human Bond? Well, that's just not great. I'm getting demonetized now. Okay. Well, what do we think of this one, guys? I'm not too sure. Waking Up in Wakanda sounds like a Black Panther sitcom. I don't know why. It does sound like a Black Panther sitcom. The two right ones. Up at the Villa, the Painted Vial. One of those says Stealth. I have no idea. This is really hard. The Painted Vial says Connor. Human Bondage for sure. Sarah. No, we hope not. We hope not. Or else it's not PG. Definitely Human Bondage. I'm not picking Human Bondage. Or do I pick it for a laugh? Do I pick Human Bondage? Wait, am I just thinking about it like that? Because that could actually be a legitimate book name. Is it actually? Oh my god, it is. That's crazy. That's mental. Right. What name does Ned Leeds coin for Peter's black-dressed alter ego that he describes himself as a European ripoff of Spider-Man? Well, we all know it's obviously Dark Avenger. Bumblebee Man. Oh, that'd be sick. Captain Jump. Night Monkey. Of course it's Night Monkey. Of course it is. We all know. Okay, so we're back to the TASM movies now. So we went from Raimi, Far From Home, a bit of Homecoming, and now we're at TASM. What kind of name is Night Monkey? Well, yeah. It's funny. It's funny. It's a great name. It's the European Spider-Man. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, what is the name of the YouTuber whose video Peter watches while making his electro webs? Oh, what is it? Does that YouTube channel actually exist, by the way? What is it? Dr. Wallins, Dr. Morlings, Dr. Paulings, or Dr. Jarlings? Dr. Jarlings. Ned made it. What are you expecting? I don't know. Oh my god, I remember using him in a Venom story. Is it Jolings? We've only got one wrong so far. Should we go with Jolings? I don't know. This is a tough one. Jolings? It is Jolings! Oh my god. Who got that? Dark Isle? Genius, man. You had 4 subscribers and 200,000 views. Yeah, because that makes sense. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2, what gift does Harry Osborn say he got from his father when he turned 16? It was probably a Rolls Royce. Was it a Rolls Royce? It could have been any of these. Probably not these two, but probably was a Rolls Royce. I'm not too sure though. I'm between Rolls Royce and private jet. I think it was a Rolls Royce. Was it Scotch? Wet Boy says Scotch. Okay. Well, I'm between these two, so I'm just gonna go with whatever you guys say. If 2 people say Scotch, okay. Damn, I don't remember this movie that well. Scotch. Is it a Rolls? It can't be a Rolls Royce. It can't be Scotch though. It's like not expensive. Well, it could be, but it's not expensive as a Rolls Royce if you're the Osborne family. But people are saying Scotch. I'm gonna go with my gut and say Rolls Royce. I'm gonna be wrong, aren't I? I am. Damn it. Damn it! Gotta listen to the people, Lewis. Gotta listen to the people. Yeah, that's TASM 2 for you. Says Speed Boy. We got 2 wrong. We've got 2 wrong so far. I'm a fake Spider-Man fan. In The Amazing Spider-Man, on which bridge does the first confrontation of Spider-Man and the Lizard take place? It is... Oh, which bridge is it? I have no idea. It could be any of them. It's not the Brooklyn Bridge. Is it the George Washington Bridge? I will hold this against you, Lewis, says Monkey Vision. I haven't got any of the Spider-Man 2 ones wrong, so Manhattan Bridge, says Speed Boy. Could be the Manhattan Bridge. I don't know. It's not the Brooklyn Bridge. It can't be the Brooklyn. Well, it could be. I don't think it's... Where does George Stacy live? Where does Gwen live? If they live near the financial district, it could very easily be the Brooklyn Bridge, but I don't think so. Oh, wait, no, I guess that doesn't matter, because Spider-Man can just swing there. Williamsburg, Washington. Bro, everyone's saying Brooklyn Bridge. It is the Brooklyn Bridge. Is it Williamsburg Bridge? I don't know. It could genuinely be any of them. Williamsburg Bridge. We'll go. Most people are saying Williamsburg. We'll go Williamsburg. That's right. Williamsburg Bridge. Okay. That's such a detail that you don't pay attention to when you're watching the movie. What's the question? It was The Amazing Spider-Man. On what bridge does the first confrontation of Spider-Man and the Lizard take place? In The Amazing Spider-Man, what is the name of Dr. Connor's superior who forces him to start human trials with the Lizard research? It is Rother, isn't it? Dr. Rother, I believe. Does anyone disagree? I believe it's Dr. Rother. I think it's a bit obvious. He's the only one with the doctor in his name. Yeah, Rother. That's the one. In Spider-Man No Way Home, which university's hoodie is Doctor Strange wearing under his cape? Oh, I have no idea. Is it Columbia? I reckon it's Columbia. Man, if this was a comic book quiz, I'd do better, but I don't be paying attention in the movies. Yep. I think we'll do a comic book. We'll do a comic book quiz afterwards. Is it Columbia? I think it's Columbia, isn't it? If I'm not wrong. Do you know about the deleted scene where Lizard eats him? I do, yeah. Cornell? I don't know. Once again, it's one of these things, like, in the Raimi movies, I've watched them to the point where these details are ingrained in my head. Like a piece of dialogue or something. Like the aerospace thing. It was like, well, Quest Aerospace was drilled into my head because that piece of dialogue I've heard a million times. But No Way Home came out a few years ago. I've only seen it about 5 times. You know what I mean? I haven't seen it that many times. For being a Spider-Man fan. Columbia is for Laura, isn't it? I have no idea. College is my thing, said Stealth. Cornell, you know what? Stealth says Cornell. Columbia, though, says TGS. Oh, is it Columbia? I had a hunch it was cool. I don't think it's Harvard. I definitely don't think it's Harvard. I don't think it's Stanford. Columbia rings a bell. Everyone's saying Columbia. It is Columbia. Okay, I was right. In Spider-Man Homecoming, what is the name of this deli, grocery store that is usually frequented by Peter Parker and also appears in Spider-Man No Way Home? It is Delmar's, isn't it? Delmar's? Barry's? We have like a little deli thing that's called Barry's near where I live. There you go. You can track me down now. Ezekiel's, that's funny. Charlie's. Yeah, it's Delmar's, isn't it? Of course it is. Delmar's. Which famous American, once portrayed on screen by an actor appearing in the MCU, including Spider-Man Homecoming, is featured on the jersey of MJ while she is outside the Washington Monument in Spider-Man Homecoming? Once portrayed on screen by an actor appearing in the MCU. Famous. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Who is that? Right, you guys are going to have to answer this question because I am... So who is this person on this shirt? On MJ's shirt? Who is it? Out of these guys? I have no idea. That is such a niche question. Emily Dickinson? Dorothy Parker? Anne Sexton? Sylvia Plath? Who? I don't know. Is it Emily Dickinson? She looks like an author. Emily Dickinson sounds like an author name. Screw it. No! Damn it. Oh, wait, we finished the quiz. Okay, so we got 17 out of 20. You scored better than 94% of all of the quiz takers. MJ from the MCU Spider-Man movies. Your sharp observation skills can unmask any superhero. Hi, Tillman. How we doing? There we go. We did it. We win. Well, we don't win. We got 17 out of 20. It's not bad. It's not bad. Could have done better, but hey, decent. Better than 94% of people. That's decent. Yeah, I'm seeing 1001 today. You should see the sequel and pay attention to detail. I should definitely. Yo, Lewis, check your Discord server. I will after the stream has ended. But now I'm gonna find another quiz for us to do. If you guys have got any quiz suggestions, let me know in the comics. Let me know in the comment section down below. I know some people said they wanted to do a comic quiz. Oh, here we go. Okay, Spider-Man trivia. Here we go. This one's good. Here we go. I found one. I found one for the comics. Here we go. I just need to change up. The OBS to the new screen. I'll just switch it up now. Which one is it? Only true. It's not showing up. Of course it's not. There we go. Just get that on there. There we go. Boom. There we go. Now I've got to fix the OBS. Hold on one sec. So there we go. There we go. There we are. So you can see the whole question. There we go. Okay. Question 1. Let's do this. Let's do this. Comic. As much as a nerd I am, I would mostly fail at comic quiz, at least from what I know. Okay, so question 1. What comic book did Spider-Man first appear in? We all know this one. We all know this one. It is, of course, The Amazing Fantasy issue 15. There we go, correct. August 1962. Who was the first supervillain Spider-Man ever encountered? Now, I think we know... Right, okay then. Well, right, okay, so I've... It's not Doc Ock. It's not Green Goblin. It's not Tinkerer. Is it Supercharger? I think it's Supercharger, isn't it? Well, I thought it was Chameleon. I thought it was Chameleon, so I don't know what's going on here. This is a trick quiz. To my knowledge, it's Chameleon, unless I'm missing something. Doc Ock. It's not Doc Ock. Oh, is it a retcon? Is it a retcon? I thought it was Vulture, says Speedboy. That's Spider-Man Season 1. Spider-Man Season 1, it is technically Vulture, the first ever villain that Spider-Man faces. I thought it was Chameleon. Has it been retconned to be someone else? Tinkerer was second. Tinkerer was second. Tinkerer was issue... Was Tinkerer issue 2? Doctor Doom was issue 4. Who was issue 3? Was issue 3 Lizard? I believe. It was Chameleon. It was retcon in Amazing Fantasy 18. So who is it then? Oh, it's a retcon? Oh, well, that's so stupid. Is it Supercharger? It's Supercharger, isn't it? It'll be Supercharger. Yeah, in Amazing Fantasy 18, Spider-Man battles Supercharger. This is the thing. You learn so much. The comics, there's always some... This is one thing, by the way. I'm going to rant for a second. There's always something in the comics that you don't know, right? There's always something, right? There's always something that you don't know. There's always something that's been retconned. It's so annoying. Well, we know Tinkerer was second. Green Goblin Doc Ock obviously came later, so it's got to be Supercharger. Either way. What supervillain kidnapped and murdered Peter Parker's girlfriend Gwen Stacy? That is obvious. The Green Goblin. It's a good comic, says Ahmad. I'll have to check it out. You know, I'm always learning more about the comics. Yeah, I've only really been into them for the last year, 2 years, or whatever. I'm really finding new stuff out about them all the time. I think 4 is the answer. Going to be all of them. Okay, let's have a look. Which character bullied Peter Parker in high school? Well, this one's obvious, isn't it? Flash Thompson. There we go. We know this. Yeah. We are who we choose to be. Now choose. When Spider-Man was first offered membership in the Avengers, he was required to catch what super-powered being as a test. I'm pretty sure this was the Hulk. I think Doctor Doom's there to throw us off because he did appear in a Spider-Man comic very early, but I imagine it's Hulk. Yeah, everyone's saying the Hulk. Everyone's saying the Hulk. Yep. I want to say Hulk. He pretended to and then said he couldn't find him. Yep. Annual 3. What did Spider-Man bring home from the first Secret Wars? A new girlfriend. Imagine. Imagine. A new costume. Yeah, it was a new costume. It was the symbiote. Yeah, symbiote. Everyone says symbiote. I believe Reed Richards for 7 says stealth. Calm down, my friend. We're getting there. Who was the guest speaker at Peter Parker's high school graduation? Probably Reed Richards. But it could be J. Jonah Jameson, though. Very easily. I don't remember. I've read all the early comics as well. Who is it? Is it Reed Richards or is it Jameson? Everyone's saying Jameson. But yeah, seriously, imagine new girlfriend says TGS. I think JJ. I think JJ. I think it was Jonah. Yeah, I don't think it'd be Reed Richards. I think it was Jameson. Yeah. Why did Stan Lee reject Jack Kirby as the original Spider-Man artist? Now, this is a piece of trivia. If any of you guys know, put it in the chat. I believe it was his drawings were too heroic. Well, the actual correct answer is, well, I guess it's not the actual correct answer, but one of the reasons is because they were too bulky. Too much like Captain America, you know, all the other superheroes that he'd drawn up to that point, and co-created with Stan Lee. Too heroic, I guess you could say, quote unquote. Hi, Adventures of Xavier, how we doing? I watched a documentary about it, says Tillman. I love Jack, but I hate his Spider-Man. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad Steve Ditko... I think, for me, Steve Ditko obviously making Spider-Man, the artist, Steve Ditko, the work that he did on Spider-Man will forever be remembered, will forever be iconic. But I think the most iconic iteration of Spider-Man is actually what came after, during obviously the whole Jerry Conway era with John Romita Sr. I think personally anyway, that is the most iconic look, but it wouldn't have been possible without Steve Ditko coming in first. So you've got to give credit where credit's due. Anyway, we're going to put the answer to that. Too heroic, said Lee, turned to Steve Ditko. Yeah, that's the one. What was the first Spider-Man spin-off series? That's interesting. I actually don't know the answer to this. If I was to guess, I'd say it's Spectacular Spider-Man. I'd say it's because Spectacular Spider-Man's very old. Goes back to the 70s, I believe. 70s, 80s, possibly. So, fun fact, in TASM 2, after Pete battles Harry and when Gwen dies, The clock stops at 121. A little nod to issue 121, the same comic that she died in. That's a very cool fact. I actually didn't know that. Yeah, Spectacular sounds most right. Says Stealth. Spectacular says DMF, but technically it is Spectacular. I'm going to say Spectacular. Yeah, proto-graphic novels, older readers, lasted 2 issues, but it was represented the first Spider-Man spin-off publication. What colour is Mary Jane Watson's hair? Well, I mean, this is just obvious, isn't it? We've got more pages. Page 2. Trivia 2. This is the second one. Does it get harder? Possibly. What was the name of Peter Parker's uncle? It doesn't get harder, but it was Bob. No, it's Ben. Imagine if it was Bob. Number 12. Why did J. Jonah Jameson prefer Lance Bannon's Spider-Man photos over Peter Parker's? I believe it was because they had better lighting, if I'm not mistaken. Is Brown right? Says Stillman. Yeah, I believe it's because they had better lighting. I think, if I'm not wrong, is that the reason? Someone will have to confirm in the chat because I'm not too entirely sure. I know the right answer to this. I think they had I think it's because of the better lighting. Better lighting, I think, says Tillman. They also made Spider-Man look bad. No. Yeah, but that's the whole point, right? Oh, I don't know. This is a tough one. This is such a niche question. See how we've gone from a name of Peter Parker's uncle to probably a very niche piece of dialogue in one of the issues. The real reason is because they weren't always from the same angle like Peter's. I don't know why that's not here. So I assume it's better lighting then, right? I'm going to say, no, it's wrong. Okay, so what was it then? It made Spider-Man look bad. It made Spider-Man look... Okay, well, if what Ahmad's saying is correct, then the quiz is... Because I guess you can interpret that as they had better lighting and they made Spider-Man look bad, because they are the same thing, but either way. Which superhero convinced Spider-Man to reveal his secret identity to the public in Amazing Spider-Man 533? That would be Iron Man. Not really true, says Ahmad. So this quiz is tainted. It would be Iron Man. Of course, it will be Iron Man during the Civil War story. What superpowered being is also J. Jonah Jameson's son? That would be the Man-Wolf. Any objections in the comments, in the chat? Hulk, of course, it's Iron Man. Hulk, yeah, of course, it's Hulk. Any objections? Yeah, he did nearly kill him a few issues later. Oh, bitch. Civil War was just a character assassination of Tony. No objections to Man-Wolf. Number 15. Who gave Spider-Man a pep talk after he was defeated in his very first encounter with Dr. Octopus? I assume it was... Was it Johnny Storm? I assume it was Johnny Storm. I assume it is Johnny Storm. What's everyone saying in the chat? Human Torch. Aunt May a Human Torch during a school speech. Yep. Yep, Human Torch. Amazing Spider-Man 3. No. Oh, Doc Ock was issue 3. Where was Lizard then? Was he 5? I need to go back and reread the original comics. The original ones. It's been a while. Who was J. Jonah Jameson's secretary when Peter Parker started working at the Daily Bugle? That would be Betty Brant. I don't think we're going to have any. Lizard was issue 6. Who was issue 5 then? So Chameleon, Tinkerer, Ock, Doom. Who was 5? Who was 5? Lizard was 6. Was Vulture 5? Vulture was 5, wasn't it? Issue 5 was Doom. Oh, right, issue 5 was Doom. I have that comic. I have the Doctor Doom comic as well. Is Sandman? Sandman was 4? Really? Wow. I'm a fake fan. Betty Brant, obviously, of course, appeared very early. Who was Peter Parker's first superhuman girlfriend? That would be... Okay, right, this is an issue. Does Black Cat count as super... It's got to be Kitty Pryde, hasn't it? Or is it... No, it's not Miss Marvel. The White Tiger? Did they ever get... Did they ever get Vulture shares issue 2 with Tinkerer? Oh, of course he does. Yeah, ignore me. No, what I'm saying is, the Black Cat count though? Black Cat has powers. I guess I guess in the original comic she does. She has the Black Cat sense thing or whatever it's called. Black Cat. Yep. What other superhero helped Spider-Man the first time he fought Ringmaster and his circus of crime? That was Daredevil. I'm gonna put Daredevil. I'm not gonna put Daredevil. It was Daredevil, wasn't it? I'm overthinking this now. It's very Daredevil. Yeah, it was Daredevil. Yeah. The supervillain known as Mysterio started his career as a what? It was a magician. No, it wasn't. It was a stuntman. It was a stuntman, Lewis. It was a stuntman. It wasn't a magician. It was a stuntman. You gotta remember that. It was a stuntman. What actor played Spider-Man in the 1977 TV series? Okay, so we're not even on the comics anymore. We're in the realms of TV. Nicholas Hammond, of course it is. Of course it is. Now we're on to page 3, trivia 3. Question 21. Why wouldn't the Comics Code Authority approve Amazing Spider-Man 96 to 98? I want to say mention of drugs. And why I want to say mention of drugs is because that was around the time in the college issues of Amazing Spider-Man where they were doing the Harry Osborn drug storylines. So I want to say it probably was that. Drugs, everyone says. Drugs, you would say. I would say it was drugs. Yeah, it had to be the Harry drug arc. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm thinking. The Harry drug arc has to be. Yep, there you go. Harry Osborn, popping pills. There we go. Which Spider-Man villain was imprinted with the genetic coding of a common housefly? That's so funny, isn't it? Carnage! It was Carnage, guys! No. Venom. Stealth says, we all know Carnage famously has fly powers. No, I mean, of course. Human fly. Which Spider-Man villain dresses and acts like a 1920s gangster? That is your boy, Hammerhead. Part of the Magia. Which Spider-Man villain was the son of the Kingpin? That would be the Rose, but does anyone object? That's kind of subjective. I guess it is, yeah. Mr. Dresses like, and that's like a 1920 gangster. Well, I guess out of these, it is Hammerhead. Miss Negative doesn't. Finisher, no. Big wheel. It's a big wheel in it. It is the Rose. Does anyone object? No one objects. What supervillain began as a scientist working for the Kingpin who wanted him to reproduce the power of the superhero cloak? Began as a scientist working for the Kingpin who wanted him to reproduce the... I believe it was the Spot. If I'm not... Everyone's saying the Spot. I'm not mistaken. Who was the original Hobgoblin? Oh, the original Hobgoblin. It was Roderick Kingsley. If anyone disagrees, let me know in the chat. We need to get as many of these right as possible. I'm going to say Kingsley. Well, it is Kingsley. I'm very certain of that. Kingsley. It's not Ned Leeds. Ned Leeds was the cop-out. Written or planned? You see, this is what I mean, Stealth. Because it was a very, very, very complicated run. Because I've heard all sorts of stories about it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the video by... Who's the video by? Is it by Owen Likes Comics? It's by someone in the community. And they made a video on how bad the Hobgoblin arc got. Because Marvel... You know, and all the issues. Yeah. Roderick Kingsley. It turned out to be Kingsley's. Kingsley was the original. Who played Spider-Man in the 2010 Broadway musical Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark? I don't know this. Does anyone know this? Lewis, you should watch comic Pop's back issues if you don't really think. If you don't already, I think you'd love them. Oh, I'll check it out. Spider-Man episodes are great. It never got bad. It was really good. It was just had some weird. No, I don't mean the comic itself was bad. I meant like the behind the scenes stuff was bad. Like them trying to figure out who Hobgoblin was going to be was bad. You know, it was messy. But the issues were never bad. The issues were pretty. Despite everything, the issues came out quite good. Really, Reeve Carney. Everyone's saying Reeve Carney. That's right. There we go. Patrick Page is Norman Osborn. What is the name of Peter Parker's teenage daughter? May. Of course it is May. Mayday Parker. That's the one. 29. Who bought the Daily Bugle from J. Jonah Jameson? I'm going to be honest. This one, I have no idea. So you guys are going to have to help me on this one. Hey, Reverend Puncher. How are we doing? Hopefully you're all right. You guys are going to have to help me on this one because I have no idea. Is it Dexter Bennett? I feel like it's Dexter Bennett. Dexter Bennett says Wet Boy. Reeve Carney. I think Cham's a bit behind, but that's quite funny. Bennett. I think it's Dexter Bennett. I don't really know, though. Bennett. Everyone's saying Bennett. Yep. Okay, there we go. To the DB. Dexter Bennett for Old Daily Bugle. Question 30. What is the secret identity of Spider-Man 2099? That, of course, we all know. Cisco Ramon. Oh, my God. Wait, hold on a minute. Cisco Ramon, the guy from The Flash. That's funny. Miguel O'Hara. Of course. Of course. Oh, an ad. There we go. Spider-Man Trivia 4. We're quite powering through this now. Number 31. What is the name of Peter Parker? Oh, Jesus Christ. I just broke something. What is the name of Peter Parker's clone? Max Modell. Dexter Bennett. Dexter Bennett bought the Daily Bugle. Peter Parker. Benjamin Riley. Indeed, Cisco, says TGS. Cisco Ramon, of course, says Tillman. Ben the GOAT. Ben is the GOAT. Well, he's not anymore, actually. I'd like to say Ben's the GOAT, but he's really not. Because Dark Web made him not the GOAT anymore. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's the original GOAT, but he's not the GOAT anymore. I'm sorry. In my opinion. They've ruined Ben Riley. They've ruined me. They've ruined Ben Riley so much. I'm so sad. Which Spider-Man villain did not work for Oscorp? Did not work for... I'm going to say Mysterio because he was a stuntman. Which makes sense. Yeah. Ben makes me angry. That's all I'll say. So Stealth. Lewis, when are we going to power rank Insomniac Universe? We'll get to that at some point. I think that'd be pretty cool. Hi, Play. How we doing? Mysterio... Chasm ain't great. No, Chasm is just... none of them, says Ahmad. Are we talking about this question? No, we'll probably talk about this question. The Daily Bugle newspaper appeared in which comic book? It's not Amazing Spider-Man 1. Which means it's not Amazing Fantasy 15. Tales to Astonish. Possibly. But then again, it's more likely to be Amazing Spider-Man than Tales to Astonish. Fantastic Four? Maybe. What's the chat saying? F4 says Ahmad. Amazing Spider-Man 1 or F4 2 says Tillman. I hate Ben. Before Chasm, I just hate him. I'm a hater. So Stealth. ASM 1 should be ASM 2. Fantastic Four 2. Well, it's not ASM 1. It's not. I overthought maybe possibly it could have had a mention, like a cameo mention in Amazing Fantasy 15. But it doesn't. It's not in ASM 1. I know it's not in ASM 1. because I'm pretty sure it comes later. So it can't be that, which means it can't really be 15. Is it F4? It was F4, guys, says Ahmad. I'm going to go with F4. Yeah. It's officers. Oh, it was in ASM 1. Okay, so well, I've got that by pure luck then, because I was confident it wasn't in ASM 1. Fair enough. The more you know, right? I need to reread those comics. It's been a very long time. I'm a fake fan, guys. But then again, it's like one of those details that you miss, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's one of those things that you miss. I haven't seen No Way Home or Homecoming as much as I've seen the Raimi movies, but I could probably tell you a book on the 5th shelf from the right of Norman Osborn's head in the 34th minute of Spider-Man 1, but I can't tell you what MJ's reading in Homecoming. Which of the following characters was Flash Thompson's love interest? Shah Shan, Lily Hollister. Why was that so hard to say? Ashley Kafka or Nora Winters? That would be Sean. Of course. 35. What Daily Bugle reporter was Peter Parker's rival for Betty Brant's affections? Ned Leeds. It was Ned Leeds. Ned Leeds. Dexter Bennett. He's back. The goat. Next. Dexter Bennett. The goat. No, it'll be Ned Leeds. Which Spider-Man villain is the CEO of Fireheart Enterprises? Fireheart Enterprises. That would be the Puma. Oh, guys, okay, right. Do you know about Puma? Puma is one of the greatest characters to ever grace the surface of any comic book ever. He was amazing. I love Puma, especially in the Spider-Man 2 video game that came on the PC. Very niche, but if you played it, you know exactly what I mean. Fireheart Enterprises. It's not Tinkerer. It's not Hobgoblin. Probably won't be Electro. It's got to be Puma. That's mental. That's funny as hell. What is Rhino's secret identity? It is, of course, Aleski Sistovich. What character was portrayed by Alfred Molina in the 2000 film Spider-Man 2? Dr. Octopus. Very, very, very random. We've had a lot of comic questions, and now we're on to the movies again. Secret identities. Didn't know it was a secret. Alexi was. Oh, there we go. We're back. Sorry, sorry. I pressed the button, but it didn't unpress. Yeah. So Dr. Octopus, obviously, we are back now. We are back. Which of Peter's high school crushes married Harry Osborn? So we got Deborah Whitman, Liz Allen, Gwen Stacy, or Mary Jane Watson. Now, obviously, it's not Gwen Stacy. It's not Mary Jane Watson because they never actually got married. Deborah Whitman. It of course has to be Liz Allen, which was right. We've got one more page left to go. Question 41. What other student did the radioactive spider bite besides Peter? That is, of course, Cindy Moon, who was created by Dan Slott rather creepily. And yeah. Gwen slept with his dad, though. Yeah, we don't talk about Sin's Past. We don't talk about that. Ahmed said Cindy mid? No, come on. Cindy's not mid. Bro, I really enjoyed some of Cindy's later comics. After she got taken away from Dan Slott, I think she has I think she has some I think she has some good books. Retconned, unfortunately. Stealth says unfortunately. Yep. What do you think of Regent as the main villain for MCU Spidey? Regent is a cross between DC's Cyborg and Amazo. He's a technopath and can copy powers. What say? Says Ravenous Puncher. I don't know. I think it's probably best to use maybe Scorpion or another villain of Spider-Man variety. So Cindy's comics are okay for me. I like them. Which member of the X-Men did Spider-Man kiss in Marvel Team 4? Probably Kitty Pryde. Oh no, it's not Jean Grey. Oh, okay. Well, I've never read that book, so I'm kidding, says Talman. Is that the last page? That's the last page. I thought there'd be another like 8 questions. Ah, well, there we go. We're done. We're pretty much done. I thought there was going to be a lot more questions than that, but it's been a great stream, guys, as always. I've very much enjoyed it. I've very much appreciated you guys sticking around for being, supporting the channel. So yeah, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're not already, and make sure to share the channel around. And it always does, always does help any sort of way. And yeah, I do appreciate it. But thank you very much. Yeah, I love all you guys to bits. You're the greatest community in the world. We've got an amazing community here where we're doing really well at the moment. So I'm really happy. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Well, actually, you'll see a video coming out tomorrow. I've got an MCU video coming out tomorrow, but I'll see you guys next week for another stream. I will be posting on the members section for those of you who aren't members. You can join the members club to get like exclusive access to like obviously early videos, private member videos and stuff like that, and obviously polls and discussions and stuff like that. And obviously, I post for the members before we do the streams, like suggestions for streams. So today was suggested by 24 Bricks. He isn't unfortunately here, but I will be asking the members what stream we should do next week. But that's just a small plug there. But anyway, you're all amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.